Fall's almost over. Let me see what I can make here. There must be something I can do. Let me see. What can I find? Oh, this looks good. Wait a minute. I think this is something I can do. I can make it. This is what we're gonna need for this recipe. 2 cups of flour, 1½ cups of sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, ½ teaspoon of sea salt, 1 cup of vegetable oil, 3 room temperature eggs, 15 ounces of pumpkin puree, a loaf pan, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, optional. While the oven is preheating at 350, I'm going to take my dry ingredients and mix them into the bowl. So I'm going to first start with the flour. 2 cups. Level it as best as I can. Doesn't have to be perfect, but it sure has to be close enough. After all, baking should be meditation, soothing. Then we'll take our sugar and we're going to use 1.5 cups. We're adding our baking soda. I'm sifting it because we have to remove the lumps. We have to make sure there's no lumps in there. So we'll tap it away. We'll use 2 teaspoons of the baking powder. Two teaspoons of the cinnamon. I love the smell of cinnamon. It smells so good. The ½ teaspoon of salt. I use Himalayan pink salt for everything. I think it's really good. And I'm going to whisk everything together, all the dry mix. Make sure I get everything in there. Once it's all mixed, we're going to start on the wet ingredients. We'll take our 3 eggs. We'll take our oil, 1 cup. This is what's going to make it nice and moist. We'll add our pumpkin puree. I hate these can openers. They're so old. And the pumpkin smells so good. It reminds me of the autumn, the fall, the leaves. Get every bit in there. We'll add the vanilla. It is optional, but I love vanilla. I put it on almost everything. Put it in, rather. Whisk everything together also. Make sure it blends in really good. This is a really easy recipe. Now I'm going to mix my dry with my wet. started whisking it, but it got kind of heavy, which is fine. I switched over to my spatula. I spray my pan. Pour the batter. Now the batter is supposed to be thick because remember, we're doing the bread. Even it out as much as I can also. It now goes in the oven. I'm gonna time it for at least 30 minutes. Every oven is different, so you need to check. I don't know how your oven works, but I'll check it again. In the meantime, I'm gonna make an icing. We're gonna soften up the butter for the icing.
What do you think?
The icing is gonna be out of maple. We use 1/3 of the maple with 4 teaspoons of the butter, melted butter, a cup of powdered sugar, I'm gonna mix this up really good. I wanna blend it in. Now, before I whisk it though, I need my vanilla. Okay, I'm adding my teaspoon of vanilla. Mixing everything well. I want to make sure all the lumps are off. It has to be nice and smooth. Then I'll just cover it and put it in the refrigerator for the meantime. And one of the supervisors is already there. There she goes. And it goes in the fridge.
I missed that. Do it again.
My oven went off, so I'm gonna check it. I use a wooden skewer. I just stick it in, and if it comes out clean, it's done. We're good. We're good. Look at that golden color. Oh, and it smells so delicious. There you go. I'm gonna flip it on the cooling pan. Look at that. Nice and gold. I'm pouring the icing on the loaf. I like mine nice and sweet. You can tell. And there goes my second supervisor. Hey girl. That's my supervisor. She likes to make sure everything's done. And there goes my Gannon back there. He watches also. So I'm gonna cut into my first slice of this delicious loaf. It smells great. I can't wait to take a first bite. All I need is my coffee now. delicious. Try it. I think you'll like it. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys with the next recipe.